before. We got Koyas. We got Deku.
Yo.
We got Usman.
Hi.
and we have our special guest, Vanguard.
That means say something.
Joe Mama.
Joe Mama. Today's topic is very controversial in today's era of cinema. We are going to talk about superhero movies. There will be arguments. There will be arguments. Hot takes will be given. And one of us is probably going to walk out of here angry at everyone else. Alright.
Was I really not invited?
Bruh, Justin, what are you doing in here?
I got the notification from Mixer.
Get out.
He made it into the podcast.
Get out.
Okay,
watch
this won't
it
be
live.
my
Get out.
episode.
How'd you even get in here? Get out. Get out!
Get out! Get out!
Alright.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Poor
All right.
Justin.
Perfect start.
Yeah, truly a work of art.
That was good.
We're gonna go around the chat, and everyone's gonna give their hot takes, and everyone else will give their thoughts on the hot takes. We are going to start with Koyas. Koyas, give us your hot take. And it has to do about superhero movies. We need to stick to the theme here.
Batman is way too lucky.
His parents got
Yeah,
shot.
his parents died. What do you mean lucky?
Jason Todd.
Exactly.
Bro.
Is it literally just because he has money?
No. He's way. How many times has a villain had the opportunity to just brutally murder Batman?
I don't know. I mean, Joker killed him a couple times.
How many times has
Wait,
Robin
what?
died?
Killed him.
Yeah, how many? But then again, Batman also has killed Joker many times.
That is true.
I remember that one time when Superman killed Joker.
Aha, that was pretty funny.
That was just unfair.
And then the gods got involved and got pretty whack.
Yeah, but that's supervillains. That's something else.
Why is this sounding like a Mortal Kombat matchup now?
Bruh.
Alright.
Alright.
So, Batman got too lucky? I'm gonna have to give that a no. In fact, more
No.
people... The fact that his code is so dumb, it lets everyone die around him, so like, you know.
Here's something I don't get. Why isn't there a death sentence in Gotham?
I mean,
Like, think about it. Like,
That's a-
Jim Gordon would execute the Joker himself if he had the chance.
Because probably Waller probably doesn't want to do that, even... Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Waller would want them dead.
Waller has
Yeah,
bullets.
that makes no sense why they don't kill
Waller
them.
makes everything worse. For example, Batman the Enemy Within. John does the greatest thing. He stops Harley Quinn, and he actually does something good. And he's like, "I'm not gonna give you this virus," and that's actually good. And I was like, "Yeah." Waller just tries to shoot him,
Subscribe.
makes a problem when there wasn't even a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think on this? Osman, what do you think?
I mean, I agree with Rosen that there should be a death sentence in Gotham.
I think we
It
should
would
bring
just-
back the electric chair in
Get-
Gotham.
The heck out of here!
Wasn't Hugo Strange supposed to be given the death sentence?
Who?
Hugo Strange.
Well, in Arkham City, he got stabbed for heart, so I don't know.
Hmm.
he just walked.
Obama. I am Obama. Shut up, Justin. Please share the stream. We need viewers. I beg you. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm slow. Who gave that last hot take? Who said Batman was
Vanguard.
lucky? That was
Oh,
that was Sharon. That was
Alright.
me.
alright, cool. Alright, Osman, time for your hot take on superheroes. Or like superhero stuff.
Okay, so I just watched Joker. like today.
How would you rate
Yeah.
Joker?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
It's pretty funny.
I
You
know,
just
right?
angered
And actually, it's not
everyone.
funny because it shows you how mental illness goes on.
Did you
Society.
just say mentalness?
He said mental illness.
Oh, okay, good.
Twang.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry to say this, but I think Joaquin Phoenix was the villain in that one.
Nah, I think Murray was the villain. Murray.
Murray
Oh,
was
bro,
the opposite
those three
of
guys
the Joker.
bullied-
He was his
those three-
counter.
No. The real villain is Thomas Wayne.
True.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
For all we know,
He
he
lived
could
in
have.
society.
For all we know, Thomas Wayne could have been a dad.
Actually, the real villain was the 3 rich people on the sub that were beating up Arthur.
Oh wow, the villains were the 3 rich people. Wow.
Actually, the real villain is society.
Society. We live in a society. That's gonna be the
We
title of
all-
the stream. Biggest Lads
We live
episode
in
2.
a-
We live in a society.
The society stream.
Society.
Except
You
we were
said
just
the
missing
thing.
space, so it literally just says we live.
We live.
I still have no idea how Jacob got in here.
Jacob? You mean Justin?
He said Jubu.
Joob doob.
But we said,
Yeah,
but we said
who
we weren't
gave him
supposed
access
to give any names.
To the pod.
Yo, mama.
Anyway,
So guys, whose turn it is to say talk about?
Rosen. Or Vanguard, RK, whatever. You have like 8 names now.
Oh,
What's
that's
your superhero movie hot take?
Obama's the ultimate super.
Obama. No.
No politics.
No, do not mention Obama.
I'm trying to say
Obama is
so
our
many-
mascot, bro.
Anyhow,
Obama
So,
lives in a
superhero movies. Okay, well, what about Scoob? The movie
Oh,
Scoob.
Technically, Scoob was a superhero movie.
Scoob was a superhero movie.
By definition, it was a superhero movie.
I mean, like,
I
look at-
agree because you know the entire movie takes place with a superhero, and
Me-
Scoob becomes
Dynamite.
a superhero.
Blue
I
Falcon,
mean, like-
Dee Sykes,
Simon.
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, he was a superhero.
I mean, yeah,
He was a super villain.
Simon Cowell was not a supervillain.
Simon Cowell is the biggest villain. Come to think of it,
Simon Cowell.
He saved his
some-
dog, so he did something heroic.
or come to think of it, Simon Cowell is like, it's his fault why the entire movie happens, because he destroys Scooby and Shaggy's self-esteem.
Surprised no one did that before, but
Yeah, man. Simon, yeah, like that was basically like someone on America's Got Talent was like, and then he's like, "Bloody awful, get out of my sight, get out of my sight."
Just the best Simon Cowell impression I've heard. In
yeah, totally not anything like Gordon Ramsay.
you
Oi, oi.
donkey!
Donkey's penis.
I like how Gordon Ramsay just uses inanimate objects and animals as insults.
I want Gordon Ramsay and Simon Cowell to collab and like talk about how much they hate each other.
that would
Just
be
like
the funniest thing ever.
they're in like America's Got Talent too. Gordon Ramsay's on the sidelines like, "You actual toaster." Some shit like that. How
Oi.
dare you come up to me with that performance? You literal fishing net.
You actual donkey! Get out of my face! Get out of my face right now!
Oh yes, that
Yeah.
was horrible.
Hmm.
I kid you not. He turns himself into a pickle.
No, no, no.
Yes. Yes.
Pickle Rick.
It's called Pickle Rick.
I beg of you. Half of our what the fuck
Oh.
is that?
Oh, what mic quality was that?
So he turned himself into a pickle.
Mike just had a stroke.
When I was 15 years old, I was a child.
My father was a chef.
God damn it.
He took a knife, yeah, and he put it in my mouth, and he said, "We live in a society."
My
My father. My father was
Was
a
a
scientist.
gamer.
And then
Played
he put a
Fortnite.
knife in my mouth and he said, Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
And then he turned it. And then I threw him out.
You guys want to see something really funny?
Rosen's humor.
Rosen, your humor is no better than an actual piece of roadkill. I'm sorry, but like,
He's just gonna come at his life like
I would come out of his life at that. He wanted to make that Osman joke yesterday.
Wait, what was my joke?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Ignore it.
Ignore.
I'm
Ignore.
gonna put a shotgun barrel up my mouth now. Thanks, man.
Let's go.
Big Roy.
Let's
Sorry,
go.
boys. We live
Anyhow, getting back to the superhero topic.
Yeah, here's a
We
really
live in
funny
a
image.
toaster.
I got a really funny image here. It's really funny.
Now, can we talk about the fact? Well, we're going back to Batman for this, but can we get back to the fact that in Arkham Knight, almost 90% of the game is in the tank?
Yeah. Like, Jerry, you played Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half the game is literally just driving the Batmobile.
I mean,
The final boss is in the Batmobile.
Heck, there's even
driving simulator. Batman driving simulator.
there's even a Scarecrow boss fight you can do with the Batmobile.
I mean,
I mean,
in denial here.
yeah, that
You get to fight Mr. Freeze. You get to help Mr. Freeze protect his wife in the Batmobile.
the final
the-
boss, like with the drill and the sewers, that was so dumb.
That was dumb. I really like the Killer Croc boss fight though with Nightwing. That one was really nice though.
That
That
was-
was probably
That was DLC, right?
yeah, that was DLC. I think the Batman Arkham Knight ruined Deathstroke for me.
Oh.
Cause like in Arkham Origins, I remember when I like you've all played Arkham Origins, right?
Yeah,
No.
It's
best.
like Deathstroke's boss battle. Like someone with equal skill to you, Arkham Knight tank fight.
Fortnite.
Also, but it wasn't just a unique kind of tank fight. You remember how like when the Arkham Knight had its cloudburst thing?
Yeah.
They pretty much copied and pasted that into Deathstroke's boss battle. So yeah, Colin, you're up. Scrub, you're up next.
Did everyone
Oh.
just die?
Yeah, I guess everyone died, bro.
No, my laptop is so shitty. Just randomly.
Watch your
Cross.
dirty mouth, little child.
Yeah.
We're trying to make
language.
money.
Are you younger than all of us?
I'm older than all of you.
How old are you?
No, what do you mean? I'm older than you by 3 days, Rosen.
Shush, Osman, shush. Fine, Osman's the
Ooh.
oldest one here by 3 days.
Go.
So
Yeah, that's-
Deku, what is your controversial superhero opinion? And can we get some Marvel opinions? All these have been about Batman and DC so far.
But here's the thing, Marvel. Oh, okay, I actually got a good one after Colin and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I go after him.
My take.
What?
Yeah,
My
no, listen.
I'm
isn't
gonna-
an answer.
To be honest,
Hmm?
to like
John
Endgame
Wick.
or War.
This is such a
I
mess.
respect them.
Okay, write it out in chat. Just write it out in chat.
Yeah, just write it out. We'll come back to read it later.
Take
Just-
3.
eh.
Just do it off your phone or something.
Yeah, you don't need to be on your PC anymore.
Alright, we're one man down.
Did you say one man down when he left?
Yeah. Oh god, I assumed it's general. No.
All right, my hot take. You ready? You ready for this?
Go for it.
All right, 90% of the MCU
Hello.
movies
I'm
are
back on
literally
my
the same.
phone.
What is your evidence?
All right, listen. It's the same ending every time. You just switch it out. I mean, like, I don't know. When you watch like the entire MCU, you start to realize some of the movies, like, the style blends together.
It's the same formula.
Yeah, there's no suspense. Like, you know they're gonna win at the end, except for Infinity War. That's the only one to switch up the actual formula.
And Endgame.
And Endgame. Even
And
Endgame,
Ant-Man
it's
and the
just
Wasp.
one at the end.
Hey guys, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Go on.
In Endgame, we all knew that Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans were both gonna not
We
play.
knew they were gonna die. We knew
Yeah,
that.
because
we so knew.
They almost, yeah, because after that was their last movie with their.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, you were hoping that maybe like Tony was like, and I was like, oh, he has a daughter. I hope he actually survives now. No, they gave him a daughter and they killed the man.
Let's
They gave him a
go.
daughter
I love
to
you,
make a new
3000.
Iron Man.
Let me think about that. Let me think. I didn't expect Thor Ragnarok to end the way it did.
Thor
What,
Ragnarok
Endgame?
existed just to bring back Hulk.
Yeah, but like, I didn't expect like Asgard to get nuked.
Yeah, that was. Then again, did anybody care about Asgard?
That's why it
No.
got nuked.
But
That's why it got nuked. They're sitting there looking at the board like, all right, guys, we gotta nuke one of these places. We got Wakanda and Asgard.
They're like,
they can't nuke Wakanda.
Like,
they're
First of
like
all, he's gonna-
Asgard, who's she?
like
of
Wakanda,
all-
Wakanda's got like cool architecture and like rhinos with armor. What does Asgard have? Huh?
First of all, actually,
Tom Hiddleston. That's it. It's got a rainbow
So-
bridge that is literally the most you see of it.
Yeah.
like, here's the thing about Wakanda: they cannot destroy Wakanda because first, like, Black Panther movies are just fucking freaking goat buying.
So
Because
why is Spider-Man corner of the street? I just realized that.
Oh, because that was Wakanda's nuke proof. Little comment from Justin.
Actually, yeah, it is because it's vibranium.
Plot
He actually has
armor.
a point.
What
yeah,
if
yeah, Wakanda has a shield around it.
Got the
remember?
whole city with the plot armor.
what if Black Panther gets hit with a nuke and then releases them?
Black Panther never dies.
Who would shoot a nuke at Black Panther? It's one guy.
Really.
Texas.
Second, I want to say that you just say that now. That in the second movie, Black Panther's gonna be fighting Russia or something, and they're just gonna nuke. Just
Why would Black Panther need to fight Russia?
Yeah, Wakanda's basically like, I know Wakanda's out there now, but like, what does Wakanda have to do with Russia?
I don't know, like I don't know, like he's gonna be fighting someone. He's gonna be fighting someone. He's gonna be fighting the KKK. They're just gonna nuke.
Roseanne,
Whoa.
stop.
And they're gonna
I'm
fail.
gonna stop.
The
I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you right now.
Then
Rose,
Does
you had
sound like
one
a cool
job.
idea, but I'm gonna mute you.
You had one job.
You had one job to not bring up race. You
dang.
had one job.
The hot dang it, roasted.
Alright, so. But overall, I think Black Panther was pretty good.
I want them to fight. I want them to fight Claw in the next one.
Claw?
Oh wait, no, they already did bring in Claw, right? He was. Yeah, they gave him the robot hand. He looked really ugly.
He died real fast. I was
He
actually
did
sad.
that real fast.
I'm gonna Google him.
I think, personally, I think the CGI in that one. You know when the two cut
The train
Yeah,
scene. Yeah.
that was such bad CGI.
Oh my god, yikes.
They didn't even get their A team for it. They got like their. They got their freaking F team.
Something unique. I think Black Panther made me feel like is I think it made me care more about the villain.
W team.
Like the villain, actually, I really like the villain because I actually felt like he's been done wrong by.
Sorry, I accidentally hit the brush sound effect button.
Ooh.
You just have that on standby?
Maybe.
I have that
I
on
mean-
standby too.
I mean, I can't even talk because. Yeah.
You have not.
Fine. None of you can tell me that you felt bad for the Black Panther villain.
What, Killmonger?
Yeah, I
It's
felt
his
bad for
fault.
him.
He brought
What's
it
that?
upon
His-
himself.
Well, no, like I just felt bad for him because oh well, nice job putting society in the stream.
See, boys, we live in a society.
Society.
We
Mama
live.
society.
The effects of Black Panther look at the effects of God number one.
Looks like a PS2 cutscene.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Oh.
You always have a bruh button at all.
Who doesn't have a bruh button?
All time.
Hmm.
Bruh, bruh, bruh. Can we get an echoing bruh button, please?
Bruh.
The bruh button.
Bruh.
Just bruh.
Did you ever say how thin the actual like Black Panther suit was?
Like, well, like, you mean the fact that the suit is pretty much like $1 trillion?
Well, that and the fact that like, if it's made out of vibranium and stuff, wouldn't that be like really hard to move around in?
Yeah.
I think it's woven in. Like, the thing about vibranium is like, they can add more load to it as much as they want. Like,
I mean, with vibranium, I gotta assume that it's the like where your muscle would be on your body is covered in vibranium, while the joints are some kind of, you know, leather-ish material.
I
Is
Now, there's-
vibranium malleable?
don't know. Alright, now,
Maybe.
the question I have: Are future generations basically screwed due to Killmonger burning all the plants?
I mean,
Hmm.
it's a good point you got there.
Future generations to chow the last Black Panther.
Hmm. That's a really good question.
So-
Hmm.
I know for a
Do that-
fact someday we're gonna get. I know for a fact someday we're gonna get a female Black Panther.
You know, that's
That's
Oh,
his
yeah.
sister.
confirmed.
It's his sister.
That's just guaranteed.
I believe he's getting one more movie, then they're switching him out.
No, they won't do that. They won't do
No,
that.
It's gonna be
been
his
confirmed
sister.
that they're replacing him soon.
They are.
Yeah, they confirmed it. He was ranting about that. He pissed him off.
For what? Make
for
him
a
a-
female allegedly.
Oh,
If
God.
people are
So yeah,
If
he's
movie
getting one or
creators
two
are
more
going-
movies, and then he's out.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. Here's something I hope doesn't go with Marvel. I just hope that they don't make every movie be like Captain Marvel.
It was an okay movie in my opinion.
The
Captain-
thing is, Captain Marvel, the idea, the acting, like the actors, they're fine. I like Brie Larson. I like Samuel L. Jackson. It's the fact that the writing was eh. I mean,
The writing is what killed
it was that the writing is what killed it. I mean, they should have.
what can they write? It's just female Superman.
Like in my opinion, I think the Black Panther, Black Panther or Black Widow movie is gonna be really good because we're getting my favorite villain.
Okay, but Wonder Woman's gonna be better. Shut up.
Wait, what?
Wonder
'Cause
Woman's
Wonder
gonna be
Woman-
better.
No. New Wonder Woman's gonna be better. I'm just really excited to finally see Taskmaster.
Yeah, I like his design.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Talkmaster's gonna be great.
Does it release greenhouse gases? Is it renewable? Will the world developer reliant on it? I don't
Oh,
know.
is-
Vibranium, they don't really go into it. They're like, okay, so we have like this god metal. That's
Is
it.
anyone who can buy that new Avengers game?
Hold up.
I'm probably not.
Maybe.
If movie creators are going like sicko mode now with female versions of superheroes, does that mean in like 50 years we're just gonna have non-binary superheroes?
Wait, whose mic is making that?
Huh?
I'm not the only one that heard that high-pitched noise coming from somebody's
heard it.
mic.
That was
I didn't
probably
hear
me.
it.
Yeah, it's you, Rosen.
Okay, I'll try to fix it.
F.
Yeah, in like 50 years, are we just gonna have a bunch of non-binary superheroes?
Probably.
I don't know.
Bro, have you seen like that Next Generation show?
No.
It was like it's by Marvel, I think. And it's literally like every single character there is like is like a special snowflake, has their own sort of thing to them.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Avengers next.
No. Okay. The thing is, like having, a character, like a non-binary superhero and stuff, like it works in concept. The thing is, Marvel writers don't know how to actually make good gay characters. So
They
instead, yeah, the ones we have are garbage. To quote Justin, they don't know how to make good ones. The fact that they literally name them Snowflake and Safe Space, like, it proves how
Yeah.
bad they are at writing gay superheroes. Like, gay superheroes can work. You can put them in there. Go right ahead. I do not care. However,
I mean, like,
don't write them as poorly as you did with these new ones. They look so bad. One of them's literally Dora the Explorer.
I think it's that they're trying way too hard to write them. Like, all they really have to do is just create a normal
Make
superhero
them
and say,
normal
"Hey,
people.
you like
Just-
guys."
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, like, make them say, if they're a girl, just make them say they like girls. And boom. That's all you have to do.
The only thing that they can't do is just make a superhero really overly masculine and then say that you like guys. That's gonna bother you.
Here's the thing, I just hope
I don't
it doesn't
know.
happen with Marvel. Like, I hope like Marvel doesn't go like, you guys know like a Supergirl, right?
What? Like the
Pretty
show?
much Captain Marvel.
Yeah, like you know how like in that show like, you know how basically female based that show is.
You have a problem with female-based superheroes?
No,
Rose?
like I mean like
Attack him.
Attack him.
No.
Destroy him.
I'm fine
Cancel.
with
Cancel.
female
Everyone
superheroes.
cancel.
Exterminate.
Obliterate.
What I get pissed off is when they basically talk shit about fucking men. Basically, they try to make them sound better than men. I'm fine. I don't want to get that shit. I'm fine with everyone being neutral.
As long as they go through it within a joking way, then I
Yeah.
could care less.
It
But there are
doesn't
some
matter.
people that
They don't like
There are
men.
some,
Don't let
uh,
them like men. If the character doesn't like women, don't let them like women. Like, it's a character. It's not a real person.
Exactly.
Vanguard sexism moment.
No, like I'm not
What the
sexist.
frick, Rose?
Not sexist.
Rosen, you said you like. I swear, I don't know if it was you or somebody else. Somebody said something about like they weren't gonna watch the new Batwoman literally just because she was lesbian. No other reason.
Bruh.
she's
I-
lesbian.
Oh no, I watched it. I watched the new Batwoman. It's actually trash. The best character in that is Lucius Fox's son.
Man, the only reason I stopped I was like thinking of watching I watched a little bit of Batwoman. I was thinking of watching Supergirl, but then I saw an ad for the show that referenced Leroy Jenkins, and I completely no, you do not bring back Leroy Jenkins. We went over
Bruh.
this.
Actually, a really good show for the first few seasons. Then I just didn't start liking it.
I mean, in my head, I always saw, like, as a kid, I always saw Catwoman as, like, the female Batman of the show. even
Yep.
though she shares no qualities of Batman or has anything in
Y'all want to
common.
watch the Catwoman movie? You know
There's
a
that
Catwoman movie?
that Catwoman movie, the one where she's
Oh, I
wearing
know which
nothing
one.
but yeah, that one.
Where they won the award for like the worst movie
I
for the
watched Harley
year.
Quinn, Justin. I watched Harley Quinn. By the way, guys, watch Harley Quinn has Kite Man.
What, you mean the Harley Quinn series?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
like
Kite
that
Man.
series. It's pretty good.
Did you hear Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are lesbian now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's series.
I
I'm gonna
shipped it.
feel
I
bad.
It
shipped it.
took
I
him
feel-
long enough. Took him
I feel
Yeah.
long
bad
enough.
shit the Kite Man.
I've been waiting.
No. I'm
Where
fine.
can I even watch that?
But
'Cause
I'm
I
sad.
wanted to watch
I feel bad for Kite Man, but at the same time, it took him long enough.
Mhm.
Like, what's gonna happen to Kite Man?
He's gonna get with what's another obscure female superhero? Hold on. I have like a Lego Batman movie poster. I can find one. I'll probably go with like Orca. You guys remember Orca? It's a superhero that's literally just an orca. That's who Kite Man's gonna go with.
That's sad, and I was actually really liking Kite Man.
Is the Harley Quinn series on Netflix?
No, I
No.
think it's on DC
Yeah.
Universe.
The first season was
Probably
really
on
good.
Universe.
The first season was really good. The second season I only enjoyed few. I enjoyed the Mr. Freeze episode. The Mr. Freeze episode is my
Favorite.
favorite.
My favorite episodes either have to do with King Shark or Kite Man. They're just the best characters.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The way Mr. Freeze died could have been avoided so well. But I
Mm.
do realize why he did it. He sacrificed himself, and I
We
respect him for it.
truly.
We got a question
truly
from
live
the
in a
question
society.
from the crowd. What did everyone think of Birds of Prey? It was alright.
Skipped it.
It was
I like
pretty
it.
alright, actually.
So overall, we got a general census. An alright. It's alright.
I'm not a fan of the way Black Mask died.
No, you want to know what I wasn't a fan of? That they didn't
Him not
show
getting-
off Black. They didn't show off Black Canary's powers until the end.
Yeah. I still think that Black Mask should have had like an accident where the mask got burned off to his face like the comics.
It's kind of cool that they reference like him collecting masks with all like the African tribes.
Hmm.
We got another question from the crowd. Did you guys see the ad for Harley Quinn where it made fun of the Snyder fanboys? Yeah, but at the same time they are releasing the Snyder cut, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at
I
this
still
point.
don't get the fact how I do know how Harley Quinn has hyenas and like how they're scared of her, but I still don't get how she does it.
How she scares off her
Hyenas
own
like
hyena.
clown makeup.
Hmm.
She probably like. I
Stole
don't know.
them
How
from
do you
birth,
how do you
maybe, and
tame a
raised them.
hyena?
Just
Uh,
stole them at birth and then imprinted them before the parents.
I don't think you
Oh, well.
tame a hyena. I think the hyena either decides I'm not gonna eat you or I'm going to.
I
eat you."
also really like how she named
Probably
the
was
hyena
done it
Bruce
from
in
birth,
that
though.
movie. I really like how she named the hyena Bruce after Bruce Wayne.
What I think is
I didn't notice that.
the best quote from that movie is when the little girl is going around Harley's apartment and she's like, "What's that?" And she's like, "A beaver," and it's like a beaver wearing a tutu. That's the funniest moment in the whole
Oh
movie.
my god.
Changed my mind. The beaver in the tutu dress, and and at the end when she's in the car, they bring it back.
Now, here's a movie I think is the most is a movie that is getting a lot of hate for no good reason. Venom. Venom is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like
Venom is good. I liked it.
Venom.
Yeah,
is
Venom-
good.
I didn't-
It had a lot of good concepts. It was fun, great CGI,
Tom
and I'm
Hardy.
excited to see the Carnage one.
Tom Hardy.
Honestly, I thought they were gonna have a lot of trouble without the whole Venom with no connection to Spider-Man, but they did well.
They did good.
I
Wait,
feel like Venom can work on his own, you know.
Yeah.
I've been gone for like the past 14 minutes. What did I?
Oh, we're talking about Venom.
I think it's just the Raimi fanboys that didn't like Venom.
Wait,
Yeah.
if Venom,
Cough,
if Venom
cough,
were If
What?
Venom were to take over Superman's suit, would he become like godlike?
He'd still
How
be
can-
allergic to kryptonite.
Oh yeah.
There was a new movie that just came out where basically, they tattooed Superman with a kryptonite tattoo.
Bruh.
What?
Wait, you guys wanna talk about superhero things without mentioning Marvel or DC?
Sure.
What
Sure.
were your guys' thoughts on
superhero
any of you guys
ideas.
watch The Boys yet?
Boys now.
On
No.
Amazon Prime? Nobody?
Not a soul.
Okay, go watch The Boys.
Isn't it that
Everyone
one
go watch
movie?
The Boys right now.
What about
no.
the Tick?
Go watch
Oh,
The
what
Okay,
Boys.
let me log
What
on
do you
to
want,
my Amazon
doggy?
Prime.
Go watch
what
The
about-
Boys.
What about John Wick? I think that's a good
Well, he's not a
superhero. kind.
superhero. He's kind of
He's
more
not.
so assassin.
He's just a
Yeah.
guy.
Hey. If someone kills a cute dog like that, I will go ape shit to kill him.
Guys,
Pete.
underrated superhero.
Who do you
Goku.
guys? Oh, underrated superhero film? Ant-Man.
There we
That's
go.
never
Never
watched
watched
That
it.
was funny.
Ant-Man's funny. I like
No,
Ant-Man.
I thought Ant-Man was gonna be pure trash when it came out,
Ants.
but it was good.
I'm
Ants.
gonna be
Wait,
completely
Josh,
honest
Josh.
here.
Ants.
Ants.
Ant-Man.
Ants.
Ants.
My favorite, my
That's a
favorite
drug.
superhero of all time, superhero movie of all time is Deadpool 2.
No.
Fair.
It's okay.
That's
I
fine.
really
I
like the
really
Deadpool
liked it. It was
movies.
funny. I like the funniness.
Well,
Honestly, I don't think Deadpool
corny
2 was as
stick.
funny as Deadpool, the first Deadpool, but I still liked it.
I'm never
Deadpool
gonna
2
forget-
fell on its face in a few spots, but it was still pretty good.
all
I'm
right.
never gonna forget-
And it maintained expectations.
Koyas,
never gonna
what's your favorite what do you think is the most underrated superhero movie?
I still think it's Venom.
Venom. I said Koyas, not you. Frozen.
I mean,
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
since I rarely
Wait,
watch
underrated?
movies, I don't even know. Because
When it comes-
I've only watched like mainstream superhero movies.
Well, which
When
one
it comes to
doesn't get enough credit, you know?
when it comes to underrated movies, does supervillains count?
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
does
yeah. Rotten Tomatoes gave Joker a shit score, even though it's a really good movie.
Everybody. likes
Terminator
Joker,
does
though.
not count as a superhero, right?
Yeah,
Even though
no,
it's
that's
kinda-
Yeah.
more that's apocalyptic sci-fi. So. I wouldn't
Yeah, I was
say that.
thinking like, he is like a superhero.
Aren't all superhero movies just sci-fi?
Sci-fi
I mean,
is its own
technically.
thing on its own. I mean, that's really more dystopia. Like,
Hmm.
you guys watch that new you watch the newest RoboCop?
I haven't watched any RoboCop movies, but I'm going to have to for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I probably
Guys,
should.
Right.
Astro Boy, am I right?
Oh,
Hmm.
today, I got up, went downstairs, hopped on PS4, and I saw
Whose
a
mic is
notification.
making that noise? Jared, keep talking.
Booga booga. So, saw a
Jared,
notification.
Jared, that's your mic. That's making the ringing.
It is? Okay. Should I join on my phone?
Yeah, I'd say join your phone. You're doing a ringing thing, and then you can continue.
Alright. I thought it might have been me. It's just.
Fortnite. Oh yeah,
Go on.
Colin, remember to plug the podcast in your server. So we
I'll
get
plug
more
this
views.
episode as well, don't worry.
Swag.
Think of another good superhero.
We
movie.
got one viewer I know who watched our entire podcast,
What are
and
your
it wasn't
guys'
one of
thoughts
us.
on Aquaman?
That was actually pretty good.
Aquaman was
was
actually a
pretty
good
good.
movie in my opinion. I liked it. A lot of people didn't.
I like Jason
Messed up in
Momoa.
It messed up in a few spots, but it was overall pretty good.
I love the-
family watched Aquaman without me because I took a nap.
Like,
We
isn't it-
were robbed of our MCU Flash movie. I want MCU Flash to have his own movie.
MCU?
You mean Quicksilver?
DCMU.
No,
DCCU.
Flash has a TV show.
Oh,
Remember?
It's not
Alright.
that good. It's not that good, but it's
Nah,
alright.
Yeah, it's not that. It's.
eh.
I preferred Green Arrow. Not gonna lie.
Green Arrow was
I don't know
the
if that's just
shit.
me.
Green
I like
Arrow's
Green
a
Arrow.
boss. Okay, I'm
What
about
about
to have a really
Daredevil?
big hot take here. All right,
Daredevil's Marvel.
I'm about to
Oh,
have a really big hot take. Batman Brave and the Bold is one of the best Batman TV shows.
Yes, somebody
Yes, I agree
said
with you
it.
on that. I agree with
Yes.
you on that.
It is.
Bulgarian version
You
of
have
Batman Brave and the
you
Bold was
you
amazing.
have the quick little battle at the start of every episode. You have guest characters from all over the place. Obscure villains make their returns. You have the
Condiment King.
introductions of great villains such as Music Meister.
Oh, remember how they had that build up to where those starfish things that took over the head? I forgot what those were.
Yeah.
Oh, the giant starfish.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Or how about the episode where Merlin brought them back to medieval times, and then Batman became a knight, and so Green Arrow became the protagonist?
What about that time when Batman became a baby and he had to get taken by the Shazam family?
Remember the
Big
last
What
Mouth.
about the saga with Owlman and the alternate universe? That was awesome.
Remember like the entire arc that had to do with freaking Condiment King and Kite Man working together?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
That
Condiment
just
King,
sounds like
Kite Man,
a
Polka
fever
Dot
dream.
Man, Killer Moth, Zebra Man, and I think the Penguin.
I've always liked Kite Man. Kevin's
Who doesn't like
Okay.
Kite Man?
I remember there was this one episode where like all the superheroes like kidnapped, and then at the end, Batman had to summon in Batmans from all across the multiverse to help. Like, I don't remember where this
Batman
was.
into the Batman verse.
I remember there was this
I
terrible
remember-
plot where there was this yin and yang villain, and sorry for cutting you off.
Equinox.
Equinox, there we go.
Equinox
what?
always had interesting episodes.
I gotta look up Equinox. The
only
only
we
we already
watched
go
the series
over
a few months ago.
superhero video game.
Superhero video games are generally pretty good quality.
The Arkham games
Yeah.
are the best.
Arkham or
Definitely.
The Arkham and the
They
okay.
teased Superman ones, and I want that so much.
the
Was it
Arkham
coming out?
and the Arkham and the freaking. I'll put them right here.
I think the new Spider-Man game on the PS4 was actually really good.
Everybody
a lot
says
of
it's
fun.
pretty good.
That's
Just
what
put
I
the-
was
Another
thinking.
thing
Is
is a lot
you
of fun.
said,
I kind of wish there was more base game content though, because I don't have the DLC.
My
Once
God.
you get
The
through
DLC,
the
like,
story and
5
such,
minutes.
I wish there were side quests and a lot, just more of it,
there are Square's making an Avengers game.
just
that's-
more side quests.
That Avengers game doesn't look that good.
No, it does not.
Um,
from what I've seen.
wanted the what
Marvel
about the,
Marvel does not beat DC at all when
where
it
was
comes to
the
video
there was an Avengers game that was canceled. It was supposed to be like a first person cooperative multiplayer game. It was
Yeah, I remember
canceled.
that.
What happened to that?
You mean the one that's currently being released?
No, the one that's being released is third person, and the older one was by a whole different company.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
They probably canceled
It
it.
was canceled.
I'm,
what's
s-
the
I'm, I still don't. I've actually always wanted to. I don't know too much about Miss Marvel.
Are they
It's like-
making?
Is
a
it Miss Marvel from?
Miss Marvel's gonna be in the Avengers game as one of the playable characters.
Alright, who's better, Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel?
Wasn't
Mm.
Miss Marvel inspired by
I like
Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel because I like Captain Marvel.
Miss Marvel is Captain Marvel's like friend. Like they work together.
Well, here's the thing: Captain Marvel.
No, which Miss Marvel are you referring to? Because when I think of Miss Marvel, I think of the teenager one,
Yeah. Isn't Miss Marvel the
and
teenager
whose
one?
power
Yeah.
is big fists.
Here's the thing: Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel can basically take Thanos punches and withstand Thanos, and can only get defeated by an Infinity Stone.
Are we not gonna talk about how Captain Marvel is like, I'll take Thanos on my own, disappears for the entire movie, hops in to fight Thanos, and gets bitch smacked out of the entire movie?
She got
This movie
decked.
could have just
She got
never been
decked.
relevant.
You ever
This
see the
movie-
picture?
Bro, we got, Spider-Man. He likes older women. It's been
Stop.
Bruh, stop. Stop. Stop.
Here's something.
Stop.
Here's something
Stop.
I'm happy about
Deku.
Avengers Endgame.
Deku.
They didn't do
Stop.
it. They didn't do it like Justice League. where they were just stalling for time until Superman showed up. They actually had everyone be important.
Did you ever see the image of Captain Marvel right before she got decked? Like the look of fear in her eyes.
You know, the patterns.
Yeah,
She
I've
was
seen
so
that image.
scary. She was so scary.
No,
She was
no,
freaking
she got
nuts.
hit so hard I thought she died.
She got
Ooh.
her bottom jaw probably got dislocated. Check chat for yeah, the THQ Avengers game. That's the one. Thank you,
Captain
Justin.
Marvel was
Thank you,
the
chat.
coolest character.
Justin says Justice League was awful. Yeah, but we're getting the Snyder cut, which is gonna be way better, guys.
Snyder Cut's
Totally.
gonna be great.
I'm
It's
literally
alright.
going to get a HBO Max account just to watch it. No joke.
I'll just pirate it,
Oh, God.
honestly.
I'm not a fan
I'll
about.
get a free trial of it. I'll get a free trial, and then I'll just screen share. Did our jazz run out? Did our royalty
I'm
free
not a
jazz?
fan about. I'm
Sounds
not a
good to
fan
me.
how Cyborg's story is always the same.
Hold on, our
I
jazz
kind of
ran
don't
out.
like how he was rushed in it.
Cyborg, yeah, because like every time I've
Because
seen
they deleted
Cyborg,
so much of they deleted a lot of scenes about him.
every time with Cyborg, Young Justice, the current Justice League movies, the animated Justice League movies, and this Justice League movie, he's been the only reason he's a cyborg is because of the modern box, and I'm not a fan of it.
I got the jazz.
One
back
hero
on.
who deserves his own movie though is Booster Gold.
Yes.
I will fight till the day I die. That Booster Gold is one of the best superheroes.
Nah, I will not stop protesting until we get a Plastic Man movie. We need Plastic Man.
Oh yeah,
Oh wait, no, you just gave me an
Plastic
idea.
Man
Buddy
is
cop movie of Booster Gold and Plastic Man. Buddy cop movie with them.
What
Plastic
about,
Man is DC's Mr. Fantastic.
Think about it like this. What about a Kite
Plastic
Man
Man is better than Mr. Fantastic and Miss Marvel combined.
Yeah, Plastic Man's amazing. I love him.
Didn't Plastic Man was like one of the first DC characters to break the fourth wall?
Remember how there was like this version, this
The big
other version
wheel
of him who
movie.
wore a purple suit, was French, and he had like a curl on his hair, like it went up, like a pompour.
You mean oh, the one with the really hard to pronounce name?
Yeah, he's like Plastic Man exactly, but purple suit.
Mr.
French.
Mixed-Plick. Mixed-Plick.
Remember how in Batman the Brave and the Bold, Plastic Man ate like ritual gold?
I found it. Mix-Plick. It's Mr.
Yeah.
Mix-Plick. That's how you pronounce it. And he sounds like Iago from freaking Aladdin.
Oh,
He was played by Frank Welker,
So-
right?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Who is better, Blue Beetle or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
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 Spider-Man's
Spider-Man.
well written, but I like Spider-Man more. Spider-Man as the character more, but I just like the Blue Beetle. I love the Blue Beetle. Hame is amazing in my opinion. And
That's
then I love what they did with him in Young Justice in his saga. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, his Young Justice saga is awesome. I still think Young Justice. We need Wally West back.
What do you guys Alright, I'm gonna answer the question that will cause a war. Y'all ready for it?
All right.
All right.
No.
With Chipmunk.
Sorry.
What?
You said chipmunk and I thought it was really funny.
When you're recording live.
Batman or Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Oh,
Batman.
Batman. I like Iron Man, but I like Batman.
Who said Iron Man?
Rosen said.
I said
Rosen
Batman.
Said Iron Man.
Well, here's the thing: if Batman fights Iron Man will win.
Okay, but Batman was a ninja.
Yeah, fair enough.
But Batman, they're both rich, but Batman doesn't have the asshole part.
Batman
Fight
killed
off.
the dinosaur with his bare hands.
Their parents are both dead.
Not even joking. Look it up. Look up Batman versus Dinosaur
I know.
in,
I know. what you're
in
talking
Justice
about.
League Primal.
You know what? I think Batman is better than Iron Man. To be honest.
Can we all
Batman
agree
has
that
more
Iron Man?
effort.
Nobody knew Iron Man before 2000.
Everybody
Here's-
knew Iron Man, just nobody was like big into Iron Man.
Yeah.
Same with
His-
Black Panther. Before 2018, nobody knew Black Panther.
Here's something one thing I've always liked about Batman is his son Damian Wayne. I've just always found him interesting.
Ooh. Now you're getting to the topic of Robins.
All right, best Robin, Jason Todd.
Oh.
Shut up.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
you're
All
right.
right,
No,
next
Jason
question.
Todd.
Wait a minute. Let me
Jason
start
Todd's
counting.
best.
Jason
Let me
Todd.
start counting. We have Damian Wayne, Dick Grayson. Well, actually, we have Rick Grayson.
Somebody said Teen Titans Go Robin. That's fair. I mean, it's Robin, but it's more so the playful
That's
side.
Dick Grayson.
That's-
Then we
that's-
have
yeah,
Tim
that's
Drake.
Dick.
And I think Jason Todd is by far the best Robin.
Jason Todd's the best.
Yeah, we'll go Jason.
Red Hood is my favorite villain.
As
Red
much
Hood
as
is
I love
amazing.
Dick, I prefer him as Nightwing.
Yeah. He
Can I
got-
reword that? Can I reword that? As much as I love Dick Grayson, I prefer him as Nightwing. I said as much as I love Dick. I need to step away from the mic.
I'm making an edit of that. That's going
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
YouTube highlights I'm making.
Yeah, we'll just keep the part where he says he likes Dick. Okay.
As
Yeah.
much as I like Rick Grayson, I prefer him as Robin.
Or do you prefer Dick?
I prefer Rick Grayson.
Hmm.
My favorite.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm back. As much as I love Dick. Shut up, Justin. Shut up. It was one mistake. Also, thank you, Apple Slices, for the follow. Guys, we're getting famous. One
Yeah,
follower at a time.
Totally.
Oh shoot, we're nearing our time. We got about like 5 minutes left.
Okay, wait. Here's a hot take. The best Robin is the Rufus Collared Robin.
Okay, this is a better argument. Who's the better
Wasn't
Joker?
Real Robin this one time?
Who's the best Joker?
Okay,
Who's the better
Phoenix.
Joker?
You ready for my answer, which I'm probably gonna get yelled at for? Jack Nicholson.
That-
I
Jack
really like.
Nicholson.
I
What?
really like Jack Nicholson Joker. I don't know. It's something about
Who
him.
is
He has-
he in again?
That's the 1989 Batman. Literally just called Batman.
Oh.
The one who has the parade with the Michael Jackson music.
Oh, okay.
And he does the
Actually, you're
painting
not
the room
wrong.
with
No,
the Prince
he's pretty
music.
good.
He's
Yeah.
my favorite. He's not like I know he's not the best by most consider, but he's my personal favorite. Like
I
Jack
mean,
Nicholson.
I like Adam West, so
the Adam West, era Joker with the mustache.
I like him.
Do you guys remember? I actually really like the Joker from Batman Beyond. I think that was a very creative way of Joker.
That's fair. That's the Hamill Joker.
I like I also like Joker from Batman the Animated Series from 2008, I believe.
Oh, the OG Hamill Joker, the animated. Yeah, that one was really.
I
good.
think that was pretty well done. Cause
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to know something? Oh, sorry, can I cut you off?
no, that was all I had to say.
Something I have always liked is this is I think we've had a Joker, a person that's played a Joker be a Jedi 2 times now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, the guy from Gotham that played Joker there is the guy from Jedi Fallen Order. I just find that interesting. I don't know why.
I found it.
Find.
So I was looking for like an hour for this freaking song from SpongeBob, and I finally found it. Okay,
Oh my God.
continue.
What's the
Such a
song?
You want to
lame
hear it? You guys
ass
want to hear it? It's really good. It's like it goes like.
Wait, is it copyrighted though?
Okay, we're gonna have to sing over it.
That was pretty funny. All right, continue.
So, what's the best Spider-Man cartoon?
I mean,
Spectacular Spider-Man. Is this
That's
even
the
a
correct answer.
competition?
What's the worst? What's the worst Spider-Man
The
cartoon?
newer one
Ultimate
where he
Spider-Man.
dabs.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Is that what it's
I don't
called?
like
Marvel's Spider-Man, the new one that's
Marvel
coming out.
Spider-Man's the newest one.
Marvel
Ultimate was the one before it.
I don't
Spider-Man
like
sucks.
Marvels.
Marvel's, I like the art style of it. It's getting better. I don't like how everything takes place in the school for it. It's getting somewhat better, but it's still Ultimate was pretty good before it,
Like,
and it did
some-
a lot right. In this
Uh,
new one, they just have so many mistakes. It's trying to be reminiscent of Spectacular, but it's not. It's trying to invoke images of the other series, and what's good about them, but it just falls flat on its face in a lot of aspects.
Something
Well-
I'm not a fan of is in the Marvel Ultimate Spider-Man, the Guardians of the Galaxy were already established. The Guardians of the Galaxy show in Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man was
All right,
connected.
fellas, we're nearing our last couple minutes here. So, everyone, give out your last final hot takes and say goodbye.
Obama isn't.
I actually have an announcement to make. On the
Don't.
YouTube side, I'm going to be starting to make stream highlight clips for out of context things.
Do not do the
number-
I love. Do
Number
don't.
one clip is
I'm not, because
really
that's gonna be issues. No, but what I'll do is I'm gonna do that, and then depending on how things go, I might post those clips on Twitter as well.
And he might do Deku might actually do drawing streams later on, and I will do
Yeah.
gaming streams.
I got
So-
a new drawing tablet, so you can watch me be garbage, and we can insult my art together.
Win. So yeah, we'd like to thank Vanguard for coming on the epic podcast today.
Thank you so much, man.
I'll join in next time, I guess.
I don't know. We want to have a heavy rotation. If we ever talk about something like this again, we will invite you back.
No, like, I'm really bored. I just want to join in conversations.
Yes,
We're in quarantine. We're all bored.
we're all bored. That's why we
Why
started
do you
this.
think I spent $400 on a new drawing tablet?
Why? You could have bought like a really good piece, like really good laptop.
I mean, I probably should have asked that for my birthday instead, but too late at this point. This drawing tablet is all screen, and it's bigger than my desktop monitor.
For a second, I thought you
Okey-doke.
was gonna say it's bigger than your dick, and I was about to.
Oh my
Alright,
god, no.
thank you all for coming today. Justin, Apple Slices, literally everybody. So yeah,
We love
until
you
next
all.
time. See ya.
I'm pregnant.
Alright, good stream, lads.